Good day, everyone. I am your presenter in Leadership Theory, Mouton Managerial Grade. I am Jane Galban. And now, first is let us define Mouton Managerial Grade Theory. It is a system that can be used to group like leaders into categories based on the methods that they use. While no organizational system will ever be perfectly complete, this grid is a great way to understand more about certain leadership styles and how they work. Dating back to the early 1960s, this is a framework that has stood the test of time and remains relevant. Blake Mountain Managerial Grid is concern for people and concern for task and results. So it differentiate two types of manager, which the one is concern for people and the other one is concern for task or result. Concern for people, the leader that emphasizes concern for people over result is one who is trying to do their best to further the careers of those they are leading as the decisions are being made regarding who will work on what parts of a project. For example, this leader is thinking before making assignments, which task will help each individual progress their career, which tasks are likely to be enjoyed. So a leader is concerned over their people or their employees' progress of over the results or the task that is given. So he or she will think about, are my people are enjoying doing this? Uh, are my people doing a progress in their career? So that is a leader who is concerned for people, concerned for task or results. So with this kind of leaderships, the only concern is for the job getting done as successful as possible. This leader is one who sets aside any level of focus on the individuals and only thinks about the bigger pictures for the organization. Whatever tasks need to be assigned to specific people in order to get the job done right is what will be done. If the individuals within the group don't like it, then that will be their problem to deal with. So when we say concerned, when a leader is concerned for tasks and results, so this kind of leader doesn't care about their employees' well-being compared to concern for people. So for them, the only thing that they need to do is to get the job done for the shortest time or to achieve the goal of the organization and doesn't care about the emotions or the well-beings of its employees. So for them, the job is more important to the organization, not the people. Next is we have the task concern and people concern. So we have the low and high. This is the example of the grid for uh, Blake Mouton managerial grid. So we have the country club management, team management, impoverished management, authority of vigilance management, in which we are going to discuss further. First is we have the impoverished management. So in this case, the manager is failing both in the terms of the task and the people, and it's not a desirable position. The work isn't being completed successfully enough to satisfy the needs of the organizations, and the individuals involved aren't getting what they need out of it either. So it is when we say it is a failing a leader. So which means the task is not being completed or done, and the people are not happy what they are doing in this project. Next is we have the country club management. So most employees will love their manager with this kind of system exists. The result may be suffering and the manager superiors may not be impressed with their performance, but the employees are happy because they are being put first and having their needs met through the actions of the leader. So with the country club management, uh, the organization might not be happy, but the employees are happy with this kind of leader because this kind of leader always puts the needs of their employees before anything else. Have the uh, authority compliance management. So it is the opposite of the country club management position. It is, instead of paying sole attention to the employees, this lead is only serving the needs of the project and the result they are looking for. While they might reach the end goal, bridges could be burned in the meantime through the methods that are used. So for short-term projects may benefit from this kind of strict management style, but it is unlikely to succeed over time. So when we say authority compliance management, they are more on the uh, goal attainment of the project or programs that the organization needs to attain. They are not most likely paying attention to the employees. Next is we have the team management. It offers the best of both worlds. This manager is able to successfully juggle the needs of the organization as a whole with the needs of the individual's employees' involvement. So when we say team management, the leader in this kind of management is good in balancing the uh, task or goal to be attained by the organization and the needs, or giving the needs of the individual employees involved in the attainment of the goals of the. Next is we have middle of the road management approach. So it means sometimes the focus is concentrated more on the task and the other times more on the people. So leadership styles and decision take on many different shapes. It isn't always easy to decide how they fit in a certain. So Blake Mouton managerial grid. Let's have a short video explaining Blake Mouton managerial grid. So ready? Then let's start.
What's your priority when you welcome a new person into your team? Do you focus on tasks by explaining his or her objectives? Or do you focus on the person by taking the time to understand his interests and strengths so you can give him tasks that he'll enjoy? And which approach will achieve the best results? The Blake Mouton Managerial Grid is a framework for understanding your management style and how to make it more effective.
The grid is based on two behavioral dimensions. The first dimension is concern for people. In other words, how highly you prioritize a team member's needs, interests, and personal development. The second dimension is concern for results. This refers to how strongly you emphasize your people's efficiency and productivity. The grid shows 5 management styles based on the balance of these two concerns. Let's take a closer look at each one. The impoverished or indifferent manager has a low focus on getting the job done and has little interest in motivating team members. The results are disorganization and dissatisfaction. The producer-parish manager is totally focused on results and doesn't pay much attention to the needs of his team members. His strict rules can produce good results at first, but low morale will eventually affect performance and retention. A middle-of-the-road or status quo manager tries to balance results and people, but she's always making compromises. She fails to inspire high performance or meet her team members' needs. This produces mediocre results. The country club or accommodating manager is most concerned about his team's needs and feelings. Often the result is a fun, relaxed workplace, but productivity suffers due to a lack of motivation, direction, and control. Team management is the most effective management style. Team managers prioritize both getting work done and their people's needs. They make sure that team members understand the organization's goals and that they have a stake in achieving them. This creates an environment based on trust and respect, which leads to high satisfaction, increased motivation, and excellent results.
To find out more about the Blake Mouton Managerial Grid and how you can adapt your management style to improve productivity, read the article that accompanies this video.
So that's how a brief discussion of Blake managerial grid. Next is we have the key points. So the Blake Mouton managerial grid is a system that can be used to group leaders into categories based on the methods that they use. It uses two-dimensional grid to identify the priorities of the manager in question. The axes are concerned for people, concern for results, giving four possible quadrants the management style can land in. In feverish management, the manager is failing both in terms of the take and the people. Country club management, employees are happy because they are being put first and having their needs met through the actions of the leaders. Authority compliance management, the manager is focusing too much on getting the task done at the expense of their team's well-being. Team management, the manager is able to successfully juggle the needs of the organization as a whole with the needs of the individuals involved. So now it's for our quiz time. So for essay, 5 points. What is the difference between a manager who is concerned for people and a leader who is concerned for tasks or results? For you, based on Blake Mouton managerial grid for quadrants, what is the best approach among the four and why? So that is all. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.